today's adulting topic is burnout. All right, so for burnout, we're having a burnout issue at Barstool Sports. I think most people are burnt out from this pandemic. They're burnt out from Zoom calls. They're burnt out from jobs that are dissatisfying. They're burnt out from their relationships. Burnout can happen from anything, at any time, anywhere. But Jennifer Moss joins us. She's a workplace wellness expert, and she's the author of The Burnout Epidemic, The Rise of Chronic Stress and How We Can Fix It. There's an HR tech company called WorkHuman. They did a study and found that 64% of people have experienced burnout in their career, and 41% of workers, so almost half of all workers, say that burnout has increased in the past few months. I don't think this is surprising. There's way more people working from home. There's no difference between your work life and your personal life. This is just one of the factors that is contributing to massive turnover in the workplace. This is how Jennifer describes burnout.
But what they really need to be looking for is just, how often are they feeling this dread going into work? How often do they feel demotivated every single morning when they're trying to get going and they're just feeling like they're walking in cement? How often do they feel at the end of the day that they're completely so tired that they need to take a nap, or they're disconnecting from their relationships? And then how often do they say, I don't see the end. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. And that hopelessness is really that cynicism where there's no choice, there's no control, and there's no hope, that we start to see that people are getting to that point where it's just that falling off the cliff. And once you fall off the cliff with burnout, it's an 18 months to 2 year process to recover.
These are the best ways to recognize if you're experiencing burnout. So if you're like, hey, I don't know if I'm burnout or not, this is how you recognize it. And then finally, before you reach the cliff, this is what you can do to prevent burnout.
We can digitally detox. We can, take more breaks. We can make sure we're taking our time off, that we're not answering emails at 11 o'clock at night and at 6 o'clock in the morning. We can try to do the best that we can to manage our own health. But when it comes to burnout, the 6 root causes are overwork, unmanageable workload. They are lack of fairness, so systemic discrimination. They're issues like being in the wrong fit for the job, being overqualified without a path to leadership. It's lack of agency, so being micromanaged. I mean, when you look at the root causes, they cannot be solved with self-care alone. It's a macro problem that organizations need to solve. It has to be an ecosystem approach. Organizations and leadership really need to start to engage.